Frodo and Sam awoke in the desolate plains of Emyn Muil. The weight of the ring pressed heavily upon Frodo. They were alone, their path ahead uncertain. The vastness of Mordor loomed in the distance, a constant reminder of their perilous task. They yearned for the familiar comfort of the Shire, but their duty to destroy the ring fueled their determination. A glimmer of hope appeared in the form of Gollum, a wretched creature twisted by the ring's power. He promised to guide them to Mordor, his words dripping with both eagerness and hidden malice. Sam distrusted Gollum instantly, sensing the darkness that lurked beneath his slimy skin. Frodo, however, saw a flicker of his former self in Gollum and clung to the hope that he could be redeemed. Gollum led them through treacherous marshes and winding paths, his knowledge of the land undeniable. Yet his every move was tinged with suspicion. His whispers to himself, his sudden bursts of anger, and his possessive gaze towards Frodo betrayed his inner struggle. He was a guide, yes, but one whose loyalty hung by a thread, easily swayed by the ring's corrupting influence. The journey was fraught with danger. They evaded the watchful eyes of orcs, their senses constantly on high alert. Hunger gnawed at their bellies, and fatigue weighed heavily upon their bodies. Yet, through it all, their friendship remained a beacon of light. Sam's unwavering loyalty and Frodo's quiet resilience kept them moving forward one step at a time towards the heart of Mordor. Meanwhile, Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli pursued the Uruk-hai who had captured Merry and Pippin. Their hearts ached with the loss of their companions, but their resolve to rescue them burned fiercely. Across the plains of Rohan they ran, tireless in their pursuit. Their chase led them to Éomer, a rider of Rohan. Initially suspicious, Éomer listened intently to their tale. He revealed that his riders had encountered the Uruk-hai and had slain them all, leaving no survivors. Despair threatened to engulf them, but a glimmer of hope remained. Éomer spoke of small footprints he had seen near the remnants of the battle, footprints that did not belong to orcs. A renewed sense of urgency filled their hearts. They rode on, following the trail of hope. They knew not where it would lead, but they clung to the belief that Merry and Pippin were still alive. Their journey for their companions intertwined with the fate of Rohan, for they soon learned that a great darkness threatened the land. Gandalf the Grey, thought lost in the chasm of Moria, returned. He appeared before Aragorn, Legolas and Gimli, not as the weary wizard they once knew, but as Gandalf the White, radiant and powerful. His return heralded a turning tide in the war against Sauron. Gandalf revealed that Saruman, once a wise wizard, had fallen under Sauron's sway. He had amassed a vast army and was poised to unleash his wrath upon Rohan. The fate of Rohan, and indeed Middle-earth, hung precariously in the balance. Gandalf urged them to ride to Edoras, the capital of Rohan, where King Theoden was held captive by Saruman's insidious influence. At Edoras, they found Theoden a shadow of his former self, his mind poisoned by Saruman's whispers. Gandalf confronted the evil that held the king captive, breaking Saruman's hold and restoring Theoden to his senses. With Theoden's will renewed, the Rohirrim prepared for the inevitable onslaught. They would make their stand at Helm's Deep, a fortress nestled within the mountains, a last bastion of hope against Saruman's encroaching darkness. As Gandalf rallied the forces of Rohan, Frodo, Sam and Gollum continued their perilous journey towards Mordor. They had reached the Black Gate, the only entrance into that cursed land. The sheer scale of the gate filled them with dread. It seemed an impenetrable barrier, a symbol of the overwhelming darkness they faced. Gollum, his voice a hissing whisper, warned them against entering through the gate. It was a trap, he claimed, a place where Sauron's gaze never faltered. He spoke of another way, a secret path that would lead them into Mordor's heart. Trusting Gollum's knowledge, however perilous it seemed, they turned away from the Black Gate and followed him into the Emyn Muil. Their journey was far from over. The path ahead was fraught with danger, and the ring's influence over Frodo grew stronger with each passing day. Yet, they pressed on, driven by the faintest glimmer of hope. The fate of Middle-earth rested upon their shoulders, and they would not falter. For in the face of overwhelming darkness, even the smallest spark of hope can ignite a fire that will burn away the shadows.